I can't die with nothing. Ain't nobody had me nothing. Had to build it brick by brick. Every scar became a lesson. Every loss became a gift. Oh, I came from the bottom, I know all about struggling. I've been 10 toes down, yeah, I hit the ground running. Always on my grind, you know your boy stay hustling. And you can't tell me shit, cause I can't die with nothing. I can't die with nothing. I can't die with yeah. Off the Plugg. Stamp. Oh, yeah, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Yeah, came from the bottom, I had to go get it. No handouts, I was minding my business. They switched up, I ain't taking it personal. I just leveled up, now it's visible. I don't talk if it ain't got a purpose. I've been solid, I ain't never been nervous. Every move calculated, precise. Had to pay for the game, that's the price.
On the Plugg.
Yeah, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Stamp, stamp,
Stop, yeah.
it's stamp. If it's real, then it's
understand.
stamp, stamp, no pretend.
Real game,
I don't
gotta recommend.
I've been moving low key, no talk. Still winning, let the results walk. They gon' feel it when I step in the room. Real presence, I don't need the approval. I don't chase, I attract what's mine. Stayed patient, out of time in the line. Now the voice carry weight when I speak, cause I lived everything that I preach. Uncle Plugg. Yeah, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Off the Plugg. Stamp.
On the Plugg.
Stamp. Yeah. Dope. You plugged in now. On the Plugg. This ain't talk. It's pressure. Plugged in with dope. Yeah, the signal too strong. Got the game, we just put it in song. Real ones talk, we don't do no cap. Pressure get applied every time we rap. Plugged in with dope, yeah, we locked with the truth. Brain away, I just give it the proof. From the mud to the mic, yeah, we built this lane. If you speak on the real, better mention the name. The Plugg, yeah. He wild with the streets, seen it all. 10 toes, never folded under heat. Game heavy. Every word got a stamp. Ain't no gimmicks over here, just the truth in the camp. Sean Doe stepping in. Different type of vision, turn pain into power. Now it sound like a mission. Every bar got weight, every line got scars. Turn the podcast room into a field of stars. They be talking, we living it. They be guessing, we giving it. Real pressure, no edit clips of the fake. We ain't feeling it. Plugged in with dope, yeah, the signal too strong. Got the game, we just put it in song. Real ones talk, we don't do no cap. Pressure get applied every time we rap. Plugged in with dope, yeah, we lock with the truth. Bring the weight, I just give it the proof. From the mud to the mic, yeah, we built this lane. If you speak on the real, better mission nothing ain't dope. Yeah, I move like a boss in silence. Then I speak in the shade like violence. Every take got depth, every word got aim. We ain't chasing clout, we just building the name on the plug. OG with the Colgate game to the young. Now the story get told, no fluff, no lies. Just facts in the booth. If it came from the struggle, then it came with the truth. We ain't here for the trend, we setting the tone. Every episode pressure, every mic get blown from the couch to the world. Yeah, it's bigger than rap. It's a voice for the ones who ain't never had that. Plugged in, dope, pressure, pressure, plugged in with dope. Yeah, the signal too strong. Got the game, we just put it in song. Real ones talk, we don't do no cap. Pressure get applied every time we rap. Plugged in with dope, yeah, we lock with the truth. Bring the weight, I just give it the proof. From the mud to the mic, yeah, we built this lane. If you speak on the real, better mention the name.
What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you feeling? How you feel? Rest in peace to the young brother, Nolan Wells. Had to get that out the way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I can't wait for everything to come out. Hey, what's up, V? How you doing, mama? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, Coco? What's up, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Into the outlet. Y'all are now in the outlet. And I am Uncle Plugg. Thank y'all so much. Give y'all an applause for even being here this early. Being here this early. Much love. Much love. How y'all feeling this morning? Coco, say good morning, chat. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yep. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that, man. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that's been covering this thing. I'm talking about everyone, not just thank everybody that who has been covering this. Hopefully we get down to the truth, however everything panned out so the parents can get their everybody can get their closure. You feel me? As y'all saw on there, it said embrace reality and deal with it. And that's just coming from the book I frequent on a regular basis called Principles by Ray Dalio. And it says there's nothing more important than understanding how reality works and how to deal with it. The state of mind you bring to this process makes all the difference. I found it helpful to think of my life as if it were a game, and then with each problem I face, it feels like a puzzle that I need to solve. By solving the puzzle, I get a gem in the form of a principle that helps me avoid all the same sort of problems in the future. Collecting these gems continually improves my decision making, so I am able to ascend to a higher and higher levels of play in which the game gets harder and the stakes become even greater. And that's how you treat every issue. That's how you treat every issue. You approach these issues. Jay Nelson, man, I appreciate you, bro. I ain't gonna show that up here, but I appreciate you, bro. We ain't going through all that, bro. This morning, man. Find you something to do, man. But I appreciate the comment. Sup, Plug TV, RSC, Live Superior, Content Respect. Appreciate you, Superman, man. Appreciate you, brother. Going into, going into what I wanted to discuss this morning. This has been a hard-hitting story, and I don't want to cover it. And I don't want to cover it for a reason. Because there's so many people in that space covering that story that I know everybody's flooded with emotion because you can't get through your timeline without seeing it at least 40 to 50 times. You know what I mean? But when I say embrace reality and deal with it, the reality that we have to face is that the young man is gone and we're gonna have to deal with it. And situations happen within, in life where you have to just face reality and deal with it. It's nothing personal, you know, but us as folks, we don't always take things personal. We're gonna take everything personal and it's respected. You know what I mean? Everyone should respect it. You know, I love my people. I love people in general, to be honest with you. I love people in general, man. The people I'm a hater. I am a hater. I don't like people who hate for free. You know what I mean? Yo, saying what's up to V, Supermax saying what's up, V. Welcome. Please take a quick second to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you. But getting to the topic at hand, there was a time where I used to always react. I'm getting so much better, especially in this content space, of getting so much better without reacting so fast and getting extra emotional to everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a thought process. Over these last like 8 years, I've been getting better with that. Like, them fathers will do it to you. And it's to be understood, for sure. Definitely. I'm working on that. Yeah. And you just gotta realize, especially in your situation, V, you know what I'm saying? That might not even be how that person feel for real. They just doing that shit because it's content. You know what I mean? And you happen to be on the end of that shit. You know what I mean? Historical bias is not racism. Awareness is self-preservation. That said, I'm biased respectfully. I know what you're talking about, bro. Like, what's been on my mind about the whole situation, to be completely honest with you, what's been on my mind is I can see the point that, and I'm not going to call them black coons or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to do that because it's easier to go with what's been given and go against the stat quo. You know what I mean? So whatever black folks is feeling, that's what they feel is their take to go against that stat quo. And it's understood. And it's understood because for the clicks and likes, you would have to go over there to take that point, because that's what you'll get the clicks and views for. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of things I can understand when it says like, oh, they had the phone and keys, this, that, and the third, but why the phone swipe? Yeah, you make that phone call, but why would you call people who you don't have the phone? It's just crazy to me, bro. But when I stroll up and down my timeline on a daily basis, like I really having to detox most days, because it's been so much violence, senseless shootings. And then I had to go back and dig in my archives and like, man, this from 2022. Man, this from 2021. Like they're resurfacing these things because they know that'll get your attention and get your emotions at an all-time high, which is not good. Especially as a man, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's just, let me say it, they sellouts. They with the enemy. It's real. It is, man. It's like, bro, it's so much. I think someone gets to the point where they done lost touch. And it's divisive. And that money is the root. They can say whatever they want to say, but that circle that they sit in, and that money is the root. It's a lot of people that's in these spaces that are new to money. I'm not lying to you. Like, it's a lot of people that's been just getting by for a very long time. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You got people who has formed an opinion that never had an opinion because they're just starting to get money. I know grown men from the ages of 27 to 45 who are just now getting comfortable getting money. You know, you got to get comfortable in every pocket, in every facet of your life. You got to get used to when you hit a certain pocket of your life, you got to get used to your phone ringing all the time. You know, something as simple as that. Let me bring something to your forehead real quick, bro, so you can understand where I'm coming from. You have to get used to your phone ringing so much. You have to get used to, like, that is a skill. Like, to always be constantly in a meeting, constantly someone's texting you, asking you to troubleshoot this and troubleshoot that. Someone constantly hitting your phone and asking you for advice. When you grow into the man that you are and you're becoming that man that you are and people really rely on you more, you have to get used to that. And you know what else you got to get used to? Money. Because your mind at $10 ain't the same at $100. Your mind at $100 ain't the same at a stack. Your mind is not the same mind at 10,000, 25,000, 30,000, 40,000, making 100,000, more than 100,000 a year. You have to adjust to these things because you've been down so long. You don't even know what it feel like to be up. And when you get in that space, or you started exceeding that number that you've been comfortable at it for so long, you got to adjust to that. If you can't identify with that, you haven't reached a certain level in your life yet. You're still making the 45 to 50,000 a year, where a check is just a check. Not where you're seeing grands on a weekly basis. You know, there's people out there that makes $325,000 a year, and they've been making over a quarter million a year for 7 years. And they've been comfortable in that. And now it's time to level up because now their taste buds have increased or has gotten uniquely different now. Now they want to go and now they need a pay raise now. So I'm listening to the opinion of people who may have that difference of opinion than the masses do, than the black masses do, because they're not used to that tax bracket that they're in right now. That's why we get so excited when we see somebody who got money. Man, they were so down to earth. What was you expecting them to do? Yeah, everybody know that money changed you. That money definitely changed you. It's up to the individual to be used to dealing with that type of bread, that type of attention. Because that's what makes the rhetoric what it was. Whatever's behind it, whatever's behind the man, whatever's behind the woman, that's what makes it. And it's understood. And everybody's not moved by money. Most people still see those grands that's being dropped in their account every week as, okay, it's just a tool, bro. What you say you needed, mama? What you say you needed, bro? What you say you needed, sis? They see it as just a tool. They see it as just that. Yeah, for real, 100. Like, for real. Like, they see it as just that. They're not fazed by it. They're not moved by it. Bro, I got this, that's, and third. Man, if you just do such, and they be like, no, I'm good. They ain't moved by that. They move at a higher source. You know what I'm talking about? But most of them, where they done got to that point now where they're seeing that type of money, they don't even identify with you no more. They won't say it, but they feel like they better than you. They don't even see you no more, bro. They done got to a point that where your presence aggravates them because it reminds them of who they used to be. Man make the money. Money never made the man. I don't know, Plug. No excuses. Wanted to keep the bread or the status leads to self-compromise. Off top, like crazy work, bro. I want to. Hey, look. Instantly, I got emotionally involved about this much when one of the guys that I watch on ESPN, everybody's familiar with what happened with Ryan Clark getting fired from ESPN. But and I'm sitting there listening to him and I'm hearing him because I'm thinking in my heart, I'm really feeling this, and I'm saying, man, it's effed up, man. What happened to Buddy? This effed up what happened to Buddy. And it was. But guess what? As much as I hate to say it, he brought it on himself. And that money that he had, that he was getting, when you make a couple of mistakes, you start to realize, hey, if I lose this, who loses too? So it's easy when that bread, you get into that bread, you got to think of, look how Cam handled it and look how Ryan handled it. You know why? Because Cam didn't had over $100 million football deal contract. Cam didn't had a $100 million or $80 million shoe contract with Under Armour. So Cam used to the bread. So this space that he's in, he's genuinely enjoying it because he's not compromised by any money. He's not compromised. He's like, man, that was a stepping stone, man. It was nothing, man. Appreciate it. Bro, you let me on ESPN, bro. Not just in a highlight, not just an interview, but to be an analyst. I'm going to leverage this into my own. Now, both of them have their own. They got the pivot. They got 4 for 1 Funky Friday. But Ryan was an undrafted. He was an undrafted player, which means that money wasn't guaranteed, which means that money wasn't like that. So he's been living a sort of a controlled, environment with the type of money he's made. Cam has to budget because he has so many people he has to take care of because the umbrella is so big. So they both took both of those situations differently, to be completely honest. So I figured everybody was like, man, you saw how Cam took it. You saw how Ryan took it. Yeah, I saw how they took it because that money compromises situations. You mean to tell me, because it was 2 points that he made in his interview with the Pivot with Fred and Channing, where he said, I told that man, don't ever effing disrespect me. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm saying this, and bro, you better go on now. Man, ain't no but love. Hey, but when he said, don't you ever disrespect me, bro, I don't care what workplace you in. I don't even care in the barbershop. Man to man, white man to black man to white man, whatever. Bro, when you start letting that type, bro, I don't care how you are perceived before and after. Man, look, off top, you're a threat. Goofy. When he said that, I was like, oh, you ain't say that. Bro, you dead. You dead. And it's been times when some black issues have been happening, even on our platform, and we say, where Ryan Clark at? We say it. We say it, where Ryan Clark at? So when he did not stand up for certain situations, bro, you compromised. And when you compromise, you're compromised. And it's nothing. It's like, I really appreciate what he's done in that space, but that was suicide. That was not a homicide. In life, I tell everybody, make it a homicide, never a suicide. Don't kill yourself. And he did that. And it was another point that he made when he was covering the LSU situation. Just because you're passionate about that don't mean no everybody else is passionate about that. Yeah, it was effed up. Yeah, they were wrong, but they apologized. You didn't. It's just different points. But I know that when certain people get in certain, and I want y'all to understand this, like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm pointing a finger at them, but it kind of is, because at the end of the day, it's like when they get to us, they making a certain like when you link that deal, you get that ass on your shoulders and you don't even remember, you're not even moving the same. People understand, like, they want you to remain the same when you get in that same money. And when you're not getting that same, when you're getting different money, you moving different. I don't care what nobody say. You moving different, bro, because you're not used to this. You're not used to this. New money come in, you become a new nigga, a new broad, a new white boy, because you ain't used to just consistently earning on a regular basis. If somebody told me, bro, I've been getting this same money, man, I've been getting money for like 13, 14 years straight. But when you see him, it ain't nothing extravagant. It just look better than yours, but it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I used to sit back with this chick, and we would just be watching the cars go by, and I say, see that Benz, see that Lexus? Man, you saw that Genesis? Ooh, you saw that McLaren? Ooh, guess what? Same thing, same car payment, different number. That's it. Ain't doing nothing different. So money is like the side view mirrors on the car for some people. What's that sticker say on the side mirror? Things appear closer than they really are. That's a good point. What's up, souls, man? Welcome in, bro. Welcome in, bro. Say souls, holler at souls. Hey, great episode last night, man. Great episode last night, man. He said, Plugg will not be allowed to talk on 1181. He said, y'all here stay here. No, we're going to go back because I got 30. I got 30, bro. I got 30. I saw this from so many different angles, man. I'm telling you, I'm looking at things totally from I'm really in seeing things for what they really are. Objects may appear closer than they appear. Yeah. Super. That's the truth. Yes, indeed. Superman, thank you for the unbiased support. He said, V, what's good? Souls, how are you? Yeah. Say, Uncle, it's a shame. He said he pulled back for certain topics they discussed on the pivot past year. Yeah. You see that? Compromise. Once you compromise, you're compromised. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it was. And I'm like, no. Now that was a sellout. That was a sold out. You sold out right then. And shout out to Fred and Channing, man, because I know behind the scenes they really explained everything to him. They had to do this episode because, man, you got to get that paper. That's a story. That's something that's on fire, and they know that everybody gonna get it from the horse's mouth. Everybody want to hear it from the horse's mouth, so you got to drop that. But behind the scenes, be like, listen, bro, you already know it was either this or that. They had to have that conversation. Real nigga activity, bro. It's either this or that. Because you're gonna take away from what we built to satisfy them. But we're gonna step back because at the end of the day, we all got our own business endeavors, which was the smart. It's so easy, man, when everybody got their own. God bless the child that has his own. God bless the child that has his own. Because at the end of the day, you can still move and shake and make bread, do your own thing while your boy try to figure things out. You can give him that leeway. That's what friendship is. That's what friendship is, man. We understand you, dog. We ride with you in the good or the bad, dog. I don't care. I know who you are underneath the surface, so I don't care about how they perceive you out there. But I do care a little how they perceive you out there. You feel me? Like when you out there, you still represent me, but you still have to do what you have to do to feed your family, because that's a bag over there. That's a bag over there. So we gonna bag you, dog. We're gonna bag your play. We're gonna bag your play. But all them what's the names that you were saying and talking to certain people and having all that, you know, see how humble your ass was on the pivot? Respectfully. I see the change in the demeanor, not the change in the interviewing skills, not the change in the message that you deliver, but I do see the change in your interviewing skills. I mean, not interviewing skills, but in your demeanor. You was hurt and humble. Remain humble. Remain humble. Yeah, football season come around. Yeah, you in your bag. You talking crazy. Now you starting to reflect. Even during that interview was like, no, it wasn't said like that. But I tried to say it like this. No, it wasn't said like that, bro. Your demeanor was different. People can see that. Them suits was getting a little, you know what I'm saying? Them suits was getting, we know when you got that new money, boy. We seen you. We know when you got that new money, bro. We seen you. So you had to bring it back to that humility when you told that story about that Tundra truck. Yeah. That's how you stay grounded in a way. That Tundra truck, man, you might as well have upgraded, bro. You might as well should have upgraded, my boy. You should have upgraded, my boy. Because at the end of the day, your whole demeanor had changed. You might as well have changed your surroundings. You might as well should have changed the car. You should have might as well changed the spot. Walking around, meeting people, can't bury hatchets, acting like you can't dap nobody, you can't speak to nobody. Hey man, sir, hey man, at a certain age, bro, you gotta let certain shit go. You gotta ain't carrying this weight, man. What's up, bro? How you feeling, my boy? You straight? We ain't gotta sit here and have a full-on conversation. But man, I can still speak, man. Hey man, all right, bro. Yeah, man, I ain't carrying that weight, man. I'm too old for that. I ain't carrying no weight. I ain't carrying no hate, no resentment. I ain't doing none of that, man. I got bigger fish to fry over here with some grits. Bigger fish to fry with some grits. Make sure they creamy, man. Put cheese on my American cheese, me, please. Yes. Souls rarely does respect flow to those who do not agree with. Yeah, for sure. And that's the perspective that I'm looking at the Nolan thing from the ones I don't like perspective, the ones I don't respect perspective. Because you know why? Because once I look at their perspective and how they're looking at it, it helps me break the whole thing down. And guess what I'm seeing? Something ain't right, bro, boy. Because I can hear what you saying, and I hear the ones that you interview saying, but guess what? It don't add up. I'm trying to see how you're making it add up by my emotionally fueled opinion and your objective opinion. I'm trying to see how we and you can meet in the middle. If you tell me to meet you somewhere, I'm trying to see how far it is from where you at, from where I'm at to the meeting point. Does that make sense? Dog, how am I traveling 25 and I got the product that you need, or you got the product that I need, and you trying to make a sale, and I got to come further than you do? I always try to meet a person halfway, whether it's to sell something to them or to receive something from them, or to meet them at an agreement. Everybody ain't gonna smile whenever we're doing negotiations. Everybody's not gonna leave the table smiling. Everybody gonna leave the table with a little grin. It's gonna be a little grin, bro. He say, it's just one topic. It's just one topic, Superman, Super Matt. I feel we have to see the full picture, not just different agendas. Yes. Yeah. Man, see, that's what I'm on, bro. I'm learning. Yeah. Because you gotta get in the mindset. First, you gotta get comfortable with being on the thing and talking to the people and stating your opinion. And then you gotta get comfortable with, hey, getting a new camera and you know, getting your aesthetics together and doing all this, that, and the third. It's a lot that goes into it. You know what I mean? It's a lot that goes into it, and then you get comfortable, and then you get comfortable, and then you get comfortable, because you're looking at you in comments, talking to the world, and it's different agendas and different pictures, and people got different feelings and different upbringing. Everybody takes in this information depending on your upbringing and how you've been. You know what I'm saying? How you was raised. You know what I mean? How you view things, the trials of life that you was treated this way. You was never treated this way. How dare someone treat these type of people this way? I've never been treated that way. You identify with it personally or outwardly. You identify with it the way you identify with it. I have to learn how to identify with a lot of things a different way, because a lot of that I don't understand. Not that I have a mental illness or I'm slow. It's just a lot of things that I don't get, how this is making you feel this way. How you so emotionally driven by this? This is like, or why you're not emotionally driven by this. Or I have to understand that, I've been through a lot, and a lot of this, and it made me stronger than almost that. Man, my attitude, my demeanor is on steroids. My appreciation is on steroids. My gratitude is on steroids. A lot of the things that tear people down, I see it as like, man, that's just a little something we got to go through real quick. This ain't even that serious. This ain't even that serious. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. I was like, damn, right? Yeah, I was too, man. When he was explaining himself, he was kind of telling on himself. Oh, why? Like, you knew. If you knew, he kept saying, I was the best in the world at what I do. I'm the best in the world at what I do. And I understand that, brother. You great at what you do. I look forward to seeing you on Monday Night Football. Now, I wonder who they gonna put in your place. Y'all, ESPN might be looking like the Lakers. Fred is a solid man, real talk. Yes. Because he wanted to be the one to do this for him, because I think that he was the main one telling him it was gonna come to this. Because behind the scenes, if I see it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the voice of reason and say, yeah, it's gonna come to this. It's gonna come to this. It's gonna come down to them two. Yeah, separate in titles within one. Yep, you gotta it, but it's hard to, because one is a bigger bag. Because one bag you have to separate 3 times. The one you separate, that one bag is one. It's just for him. Yep. Souls of Thought. Channing is not different than Souls. He said what he wanted regardless. And if hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. He hit him with like, man, you already knew that though, bro. And how you feel them people gonna do that when they said they was going? Yeah. So it was bigger than that. Boy, man, listen, man. Look. You want, man, we can put this and 81 together right now. Put 1181 together right now. Quit playing. Because he did say that. He was like, yeah, man, they were just finna invite us up there in August, man. What you talking about? You blew the bag, bro. You blew the bag. I'm telling you, your demeanor was different. Everybody every man in this chat can agree with me right now, my man. And every woman that's around a man that love football understand this right now. They whole demeanor change when the season's getting ready to start. We on countdown right now. It's 40-some days right now. You know that in 2 weeks, we will be in the first week of preseason. Do you understand that? Hall of Fame game coming up right around the corner. What you talking about? Our whole demeanor change. We get like this. We get hyped up. We get amped up. We ready for this every Sunday, every Monday, every Thursday. Friday night lights, college game day. What you talking about? We love this. So your demeanor change. They watching you, bro. They know if they'd let you get through this season, which is going to be a great season, your numbers go up, baby. The numbers go up, baby. The numbers go up. And letting your whole team come on here, that's almost like a McAfee effect. They already got hit over the head right now They already see y'all, y'all numbers over here. That's another McAfee effect. Not only do the man not like you, but a strong business decision is to move away from you. Because everybody loves Channing. Everybody respect Fred, and you're great at what you do. That trio is amazing. So now you bring them in, and we got sensible topics, and everybody then played with these boys, and all three of them was some dogs. Don't get it twisted. Don't act like because Ryan was undrafted, he wasn't no dog now. That man got a Super Bowl under his belt. Fred was a dog. I seen Fred play when he was in high school out of Belgrade, Florida. What you talking about? Channing Crowder, both of them boys. Dog, you know how strong that is? All right, let me give y'all a little tip. Let me tell you something, Fred, Channing, Ryan, for the pivot, this is what y'all need to do, man. Hey, listen to man. I got y'all boy, man. Listen, bro. Fred, you're a little older than me. You know, all the rest, I think the rest of them, we about the same age. All right, check this out. Y'all go and do all SEC. All three y'all played in the SEC. Y'all got Florida Gators, 2 Florida Gators, and 1 LSU Tiger. Yeah, y'all go and do y'all thing. Just focus on the focus on college. Yeah, you can do a little bit of the pro. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go and focus on the SEC. That's a little tidbit. Fred, I remember, man, watching you play. You came to Lake Well, Florida, man. Y'all played against my Highlanders, man. Y'all boy acted ass on us. I ain't gonna even lie. And our team was pressure. Y'all had it was like 5 guys that was like D1 on y'all team on the offense. I forgot how many was on the defense. Yeah, y'all came from Belgrade, Florida. Yes, sir. He say, if my support disappears when I don't disagree with you, you should not consider me a friend. What? They ain't need no help. They didn't need no help. They ain't need no help. If that, what? You want more commentary on that? That's volumes. I should put the one from last week what Soul said and this one together. All right. Channing and Fred, keep it a beam and have came a long way. Yes, they have come very long way. You see the growth of watching them get comfortable in front of the camera, doing what they do. You know, now that money comes in regularly, so now you can just, you know, the brand deals come in regularly, so now you know what to do with the money. You can see that they're comfortable now. You can see that it's like, yeah, like it's like automatic. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do no background, no behind the scenes. Like, we don't talk about how we gonna do this and that. That's for rooks. And we come on here, so we can just drop it and boom, we can get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? We get straight to it. No preparation. We ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm ready for whatever. He doing it behind the scenes. As soon as he drop it and get it to his boy, hey, I'm ready to rock. Let go, cuz. Not many can do that. Ryan Clark just go to another network, NBC, CBS, but all that crime, bro. Come on, man. Hey, Chauncey, you ain't lying, dog. You ain't lying, but hey, that's his thing, though. That's one thing that most his viewers, they appreciate. Like, dog, if you didn't get emotional after Greg Brooks, the one that was, you know what I'm saying, that got, you know, had the brain tumor, that, you know, that Brian Kelly didn't check on. If you didn't get emotional after that, bro, boy, check your soul. But check your soul, boy. You know what I'm saying? So that's his thing. Like, when he broke down like that, like, that was okay. That was okay. During the interview, that's kind of his thing. Like, they've okayed it already. So it's like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they know he hurt. What them some real homeboys right there, man. That's a real friendship, bro. Like, this ain't about no money, man. But now you can do your thing. Now you're not compromised, boy. You ain't compromised now. You should have been. But hey, let me give you another view. Boy, you should have been standing on business. Because I got refuge over here. Yeah, it's a bag over here. You don't want to mess that bag up. I ain't gonna tell you to miss out on a bag. But nah, boy, hey, nah, you can put your effort in where you need to put. Hey, you ain't gotta be homed in over here with the four letter squad. You lock on in over here with the pills, bro. We've been with y'all since Fred and Channing left I Am Athlete, bro. You understand me? I mean that. Supermac, put that on the shirt. Yes. You felt it like I did, bro. You felt it like I did. Blessings. Say grits and a little sugar. You so East Coast. You so East Coast with that sugar. Yes. My current life would not be real if I led with emotions. I can't get others like me to my level. If I give them a different playbook based off emotion and not logic. Yup. I'm gonna come back to that, souls. I swear. Good morning, Marty. Good morning. Yes. Plugg didn't tell me to push white. To get wealthy. He spend his hustle to go others. You can change your route and get to the same destination. Yeah. Yeah. That, man. But the whole entire time I told you I was just doing it to buy time to find my niche. You know what I mean? Like every great organization started like that, bro. Like they strategized and organized and got together, and then they realized they need money in order to make some shake. And they realized that the time that it takes to go work a job and build this money and pay the bills, it don't work. So you had to do other things where it came from an organization, and they put gang on it and demonized it. But all these Black leaders of our day, community revolutionary in progress, and sevenfold, and all that started with great intentions, and still some people that still live by them principles today. And it's not just about the spinning and they did all that because they really wanted to police their own community because of the brutality. So this is nothing new. So you can't be oblivious to the fact, if you are, that this has not been going on for decades and decades and decades. You'll be a goofy to say that, no, it ain't like that out there. You's a damn fool. Yes, it is. Hate still lives and is very prevalent to this day, but you got to understand that times have changed and things have evolved. And with that, we as a people have to evolve as well, to where we don't see everything like that until it's like that. Try to use logic before you get into the emotion process of it. Let's try this one time that when somebody do pull you for the BS, just comply and see where it go from there. Hey, quotas got to be met, man. You didn't think about that. I think about a lot of things, man. Can't relate. I did. What she say? Can't relate to what? I might have missed that. It must have been on a point. I say that was so embarrassing, crying. Yeah, it was. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, but it hurt because it happened to you, man. It's in the tabloids. You don't know how you'll respond when you're publicly shamed. It's some people that can't even handle getting cracked on in the hallway of a school, of a schoolhouse. You can't even, somebody cracking on you and you can't even handle that. You can't even handle a negative comment. I was like that. Somebody put a negative comment, called me a name in the chat. Man, I'm acting the ass. But I've grown from that. Because I told her, I said, but you can't type faster than I can talk. Don't let me get on you, boy. Say a little bump in the road. Yep, that's it. That's all, just a little bump in the road because they got it. She said, what's up to V? V said 100. Chauncey Billups say, I wish Ryan Clark can go to CBS with James Brown. I don't know how my boy Nate Burleson will feel about that. You know, I don't know how he'll feel about that. I think this is the best route for him. Somebody will pick him up. But yeah, they did, and at the same time, they just parted ways with Tony Romo. CBS did just parted ways with Tony Romo. I ain't never heard Ryan call no games, but you know, analyst part of it. CBS ain't got the same pull. I like their football show. I don't really watch it. If I'm not watching ESPN, which is Sunday Morning Countdown, I'm pretty much on Fox. Because Fox gonna cover they cover NFC more than they do. Like, NFC is pretty much Fox, and AFC is pretty much CBS. You know what I mean? And plus, yeah, he came out the AFC. He played in the AFC and NFC, but he started his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers and they in the AFC. Yep. We will go up earlier to really break it down. Yeah, hey, definitely, bro. Yeah, it's needed. It's needed. Man, take the words right out of my man. Hey, that's my brother, man. Hey, that's my brother, man. That's my brother, man. You need to call check on me, man. Quit playing on me. Quit playing on me, so. Fuck you mean, bro? Say fire. I love them green hearts. What's happening, Miles? What's up, brother? What's happening with it? Say, Uncle Plugg, do you remember what they had to go through with the first dude? He said, they most definitely learned the business. Yeah. With Brandon Marshall. Yeah, definitely remember that. Because he chose the bag over the loyalty. Man, we'll clean that up later, bro. We'll clean up that bread later, man. We'll circle back to that. I know what I had invested. You know what I'm saying? And time and sweat equity is the same thing, man. People get that twisted, bro. Time and sweat equity is the same thing, my boy. And we real enough, man, to say, hey, yeah, bro. Hey, if we gonna sell the product, whatever the case may be, if you're gonna sell the product, recoup your bread that you had initially invested, then we bust down the rest. Then the rest of it, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Or you charge that to the game. So we all eat. Sometimes, man, you got to take an elbow. You got to take an elbow so, man, we all collectively can smile together, man. It's gonna, dog, the reward of what you feel is way greater than that bag sometimes, bro. The reward of what you feel is way better than that bag, man. It's way more important than that bag. Just told myself something too. Y'all, hey, put that in your satchel, bro. Put that in your Kurt Geiger, little mama. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your coach bag. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your wallet, bro. Put that in your little Steve Man wallet. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Sometimes that feeling that you get outweighs that bread, bro. That feeling that you get, that respect that you get, them boys sitting at the table knowing that you sacrificed the bag for the loyalty. Dog, you know what you just got, dog? You got somebody that's gonna ride for you for life. That's what people that been eating for a while, that love people, that's what they understand. Most folks, like I said, ain't been eating that long, bro. Don't let them fool you. They ain't been eating that long, man. Say RC was among true friends. Maybe it was a safe environment to be emotional, but the camera was on. Yeah, of course. Yeah, without a doubt. And they know, like I said, like that was his thing. He's done this before. Like they know how tough he is. They know how he is out there. But sometimes when you do be emotional like that, hey, own it, bro. So you want to be this old extra tough guy over here. Try to prove like I don't play them games. You know what I'm saying? Bring out them highlights and put it up on somebody else's name so they can see you as a dog. You ain't care. You reckless endangerment. You know, you ain't, hey, look, hey, man, if you're going to be in tune with your tough guy, be in tune with your soft guy too. I told you it's a beautiful spot when the person that protects the person on the inside and the person on the inside can meet. It's a beautiful place, bro. Get there. Get there. It's very comfortable, man. It's very comfortable. I agree with you on Miles. He said, Cass, they should have stayed with Brandon because Brandon and Ryan are the same. both emotionally damaged. Yeah, but no. I agree to disagree. In every way, in most things, most people are going to have some selfishness about them. But when I'm going to ink this deal, nothing goes forward properly when the soul is compromised. No pun intended. When things aren't done in purity, God can't bless no mess. It's just the simple things that we say on a regular basis that we don't take. We might say it to sound, to sound like, oh man, he's so in tune. Like, yeah, my grandmama said that too, and this, that, and the third. That's cool. But without that purity of it, like me genuinely giving, like before I do a kind gesture, because I know it's not about what they know, it's about I know that I'm gonna get a blessing behind this. I'm gonna get a blessing behind this. So am I doing it for them genuinely, or am I doing it for me? I make sure that I'm not compromised in this giving, because God loves a cheerful giver. So it's am I doing this for them? Or am I doing this for me? Because I know I'm finna receive this blessing, because this gesture is nothing but positivity. But I don't want to taint it. I want it to be a blessing all the way through. I don't want to taint it with how I feel. I don't want to compromise it. So if I'm not going to do it like that, if it's not going to be a complete kind gesture, I'm not going to do it, because you ain't going to benefit from it. And I'm not either. I want both of us to benefit from this. I want it to be mutually beneficial. And sometimes I'll take the lesson just so you can be happy, because I'm not hurting. This doesn't hurt me. And to see my dog win makes more sense. Seeing my dog and my people win and be happy, that makes more sense. I'd rather see you win. I'll control my own win. But if you have a problem trying to get your win, I would rather you win. I'll get my win on the back. I love the back end. I love the back end. I get mine on the back end. I love the back end. Say Souls, that's an interesting perspective. Real talk. Brandon seemed to be shady on the business tip. It was, because it was you are not that this is wrong. I'm gonna give you this. Not that this is wrong. Not that, him doing the business that he did, he already had a vision on what he wanted to do. And most visionaries do this. Most visionaries are not communicators. They process, they visualize, they process, and then they walk. But for everybody that's with them that are trying to talk it out, they want to get an understanding. Everybody, because me is like, with what I do, I try to pull a vision out of your head that you're telling me that you want, and you want me to physically give you what you're looking for. So I might need a little more. Some things are self-explanatory, some things are not. So with him saying what he was going to do, nobody knew what they was going to do. Nobody knew what they was going, and that's why they was moving the way they was moving, because you wasn't explaining anything to these guys. You wasn't explaining anything, so that everybody was just moving like, man, we just meet up here, we do what we do. This is just something I pencil in to come over and hang out with my homeboy. You looking at it a whole total business structure where you should have been sat down and explained what you're thinking to them. The only difference between Ryan and Brandon was that he said, this is what we're going to do. Brandon said nothing. And then when you say nothing and we get to this certain point, you're going to lose people, because you didn't explain anything. Directions with instructions, instructions with directions. You didn't explain nothing. So we didn't take this seriously. We was just hanging out, and you was dropping us bread. And you know what I'm saying? When we could pull up, we was hanging out, chopping it up with my dog. We did a great show. We laughed. Me, you, Ojo, you know what I'm saying, Fred, we was hanging out. I got my bread and we kept it pushing. You were supposed to sit down and say, hey, man, y'all, the money that we getting every month, I know y'all count on that every month, but maybe we should be reinvesting. Reinvesting? Yeah, we need to be reinvesting because, man, I had this vision, man, that I really want to sell the show so we can make a bigger bag. Now you give them that opportunity. But if you felt as if they wouldn't go there with you, then guess what? Now there's conflict of interest. See? So you rather not tell somebody and just thrust it upon them and then thinking they'll go along because we homeboys. Now we done got to that point the way you kind of pulling us by a leash instead of like telling us what we doing. And now you chunk that. Now you throw the money in there. Oh shit! All hell finna break loose. You was wrong on that. You was wrong on so many different levels. You was wrong on so many different levels. A lot of people have not been in groups where they're trying to make an attempt to get money, and they don't understand that. They don't understand that. It's their first time coming out of their shell, dealing with others, making business with others. Or it's different than just hanging out and making plans to go chill at a brunch spot or a rooftop hotel or something. No, man, it's biz naive. You got to explain yourself. You got to be in constant communication. If not, soldiers gonna fall off. You got to explain yourself because the one that may be strong-minded or weak-minded either fall off or separate. Shit happens. So when you are that, let's say, leader, as Brandon was the leader, Ryan is the leader, you still have to respect your soldiers. Because at the end of the day, they might not be the boss in here, but everywhere else, they the motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? That's humble. That's humility, me humbling myself down and being under, you know what I'm saying, your leadership. That's me humbling myself down, being under your leadership because I respect you. But then when you start doing this right here, you can't come into my respect being disrespectful. Slow down, Slick. Slow down, Slick. You doing too much. Slow down. So he was shady on that business tip. And don't be thinking about your bag when we talking about ours. Because we all been eating. So don't think about your bag while we, you know what I'm saying, while we talking about ours. Don't tell me about that. We all got millions, bro. Stop playing. At least high 100,000s. You understand? So stop playing. Don't come at me like that. Don't come at me about no bread, bro. This about it's different. We all got bread. Don't do that, bro. He wasn't shady. He lacked knowledge. Podcast was new during that time. No, he didn't think it was going to do what it did. And then he didn't know why it did what it did. He didn't know why it did what it did. Everybody's an important piece. From the host to the cashier, to the dishwasher, to the busser, to the cooks. They just as important as the GM, assistant GM. Everybody's a cog in that machine that makes it what it is. You dig? So that's true. Uncle, when you said you have to work on seeing ish from all perspectives because you can't relate to certain ish people do and have strong feelings about. Oh, okay. Okay. Because your perspective is your perspective, and mine is mine, and his is his, and hers is hers. And I've been through so much. Everybody gonna say that they weight was heavier than the last person weight. You know what I mean? Like everybody's weight, they gonna say their weight is heavier than everybody's weight. But at the end of it, it's like, yeah, everybody's weight is heavier to themselves. But it's like, and I just been the epitome of my actions. I'm like, that shit ain't that serious. You know what I mean? Like, death hit so hard and it hurts. I had to take a different perspective on death. Say, oh, I got me another angel, man. But that in terms makes me treat people better. You feel me? Like that makes me say, man, I ain't I'm gonna be respectful. Even though I know to respect my elders, I'm gonna be even more respectful to my elders. Because you know why? You know what I'm saying? When that person leave and they get up there and the angels that's casted around me and my ancestors that's around me, they gonna join forces and protect me. Just to put it in that perspective, to say like that's the way I look at death. That's the way I look at a lot of things. Like when something goes wrong, something is awry, I just smile. I just smile because I know something. All right, this just a little. It's just a bump in the road, bro. We was riding smooth until we came to the parking lot. Soon we got to the parking lot, we had to That's it. That's all it is. Soon as you go over that speed bump, you ain't saying damn speed bump, damn. Parking your car, say, man, I can't believe I just went over the damn speed bump. We ain't gonna just wait on that. We ain't just gonna let that weigh on us. We gonna get up and get to it. Man, my back hurt, man. Man, why your back hurt? Because I've been lazy. I'm gonna go do some push-ups, man. I gotta knock out at least probably about 500-600. Just in your mind. All these things that we go through, everybody gonna want, certain strong feelings that people have about things. I think that the problem is this big sometimes, but the solution is this small. And it's about changing your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like changing your mind. Like it's easy for Buddy can talk and say whatever he wanted to say to you, and you just move on. Be like, okay, whatever's being said, if you still talking about it 3 weeks from now, everybody in this chat should tell him, man, you was a fucking lame. Hell wrong with you. Say facts, LOL, I laugh. Look at my account. You stupid. You stupid. He said Romo was legitimately fired, acting an ass. Yeah. He was legitimately fired. I heard he had something to do with the DUI, OUI, something like that. I don't know what the hell happened. Time, what's up, bro? He said, Uncle Plugg, chat family, Sunday blessings, stay consistent and healthy. Yes, I am. I don't know if y'all, week to week, y'all checking me out now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really, what I was doing, now I just implemented the workout. You know what I mean? I just implemented a different workout. I don't want to talk about it, because once you talk about it, you create conversation. And once you create conversation, you constantly talking about it, and then you can talk yourself out of it. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to get up and do it. 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, which one of them 3 times I want to get up, I'm getting up, I'm going to go do it, and I'm going to go get back. That's it. Stay consistent and healthy. Yeah, that's how I do it. In tune with your tough guy. You got to be. Blessings. Let's say prison cheeks, Plugg built like a melting snowman. Bruh. Welcome back, dog. You's a fool. Hey, man, welcome back, big dog. You is funny as hell, bro. Hey, what's going on with you, though, bro? But at the end of the day, please change your name, nigga. That prison cheeks, bro. Hey, and listen, hey, say what you want to say, bro. But whenever you say it, put 2 G's on that, bro. I earned that. That ain't my name. That's somebody else. You dig me? Do that. Say what you want to say. Hey, come with the jokes, man. You make me laugh, though. I swear that. They learned to get it on paper. Yeah, for sure. When they went to the pivot, they definitely learned to put it on paper. Definitely that. This is passion, not logic. What is you saying? Talking about what I'm saying? Is that what you're saying, souls? What are we doing? He said, hello, well, Brandon said shit, and I put a majority of the money up front to start this shit. This is my shit. Y'all are employees. Yup. He got out of pocket with that shit. He say, you sometimes lose those who feel they have built on the backs of you as well. It happens. You don't really lose nobody. Like I just spoke last night while watching the fight. While watching the fight, the Errol Spence fight last night, and Sue beat his ass. Sue beat his ass. Anybody think any different than let's have a one-on-one? He beat his ass. I was on point the entire time. Me and Sean Porter like this when it comes to that fight game. You know what I'm saying? He was getting his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I talked to a partner I ain't talked to in 3 years. I ain't even realized it's been 3 freaking years. Like, I ain't even know that shit. And I talked to him last night, man, and found out his dog had died, but his mom's doing fine. You know what I'm saying? He's doing okay, and everything's okay. You know what I mean? And I thought that I lost a friendship. Didn't. Kick right back up. You don't lose nobody, man. It'll be all right. Shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. Plugg and Michael Irvin are the same person. What you mean? We both Florida boys, bro. We both Florida boys, dog. He just South Florida. I'm Central Florida, bro. Straight like that. That's my dog too. Hey, his big brother, my dog too. Me and his big brother used to be at Bethune-Cookman games all the time, man. About a couple years back, man. Straight like that. He good people. They learn how to do better business off that experience. And that is the real. Yeah, that's the real key. Yeah. Like sometimes it's best for you to go through you got to go through those situations. When you go through those situations, it helps you better. It helps you be better. It helps you be better. All these things happen for a reason. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is by chance. Everything happens for a reason. Straight like that. You got to go through something to build off of that. You got to go through that failure to build off of that. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. You got to go through it. Some cats got to go to jail a couple of times. They got to bump their head a couple of times. You understand? They got to go through the hardest thing that they ever went through so they can take it on the chest and on the chin and be that. You know what I'm saying? So they can be who they're supposed to be. This journey is just a journey. Whether the struggles involved or successes involved or just being even killed, every day don't have to be exciting. And every day is definitely not boring. They all stepped into the venture they didn't believe in, and Brandon did. Ryan already believed in the vision, so he had to be able to lead with transparency. Yeah. Yeah. But it was more than that. It was more about the speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Ross had a line in one of his songs. Check out that Set in Stone album. It's fire. To me, it's my opinion. But he said something. He said, "I'm never quiet till all my niggas my aspirations." He said that in real talk. and Ross dropped a lot of jewels. And that was one that just caught my eye. He said, "I'm never quiet till all my niggas my aspirations." Yeah, you got to do that sometimes. What you see and what you believe in, that you monetarily backed, you gotta put that up front. Like they was the first one serving meals on, getting meals served. You know what I'm saying? They was getting meals served up there. We was waiting to see what they was gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Them were great ideas. Them were great ideas. Having Ocho come on and hang out, it felt like that felt real. He fucked that up. He got into his own chest and he fucked that up. He messed that up, dog. You can't convince me otherwise, bro. He fucked that up. I'm not choosing the bag over loyalty, bro. It's not happening. I'll choose me over a situation. If that shit is getting too dire, this shit is getting too toxic, man. I can't. If I'm waking up and it's on my mind and I'm talking crazy to myself like about you or the situation, I'll forget fucking around you, bro. Cause when I see you, I'm gonna pop off. Just off of GP. But I do understand what you're saying. Say souls, yep. So you got to go over the early pivot episodes when they broke it down. Yeah. But I was so mad at it because it really felt like they were homeboys. That's why I felt some way like, dog. I thought y'all were homeboys, dog. I thought, don't you stay down the street? Don't y'all stay in the same neighborhood? Dog, you tripping. While we down here smoking these cigars and sipping on this whiskey or this bourbon or the scotch, hey, man, we put the stogie in the sky, baby. Hey, we need to talk about this a little bit, naive. A little bit. I ain't like that. I ain't like how it went down. He said, Cass, do you get our notifications for our other shows? So I have to make more effort to come to all y'all shows to keep it a bean. He said, all good. Say, Souls, I know you're not sweating it, but shit, I'm missing out. Say, I will be there. She said, I'm not getting the notifications for any of your channel, Souls. Yeah, they hate no cuz. They hate no cuz because I ain't getting them either. I'm talking about hating. They hating hard. Hating hard. Cass, I am. He say, just trying to understand my audience to make sure I'm creating a space you want to watch. Yep. Well, you gotta go check her. You gotta go check her out. You gotta go check her out, bro. Like when she does what she does, you know what I'm saying? It's unique. It's unique, and you know, and her voice is like inviting. You know what I'm saying? It's like a round the way person, like a round the way girl. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. You gotta go check out. She said, I'll start tagging you on IG. It says, Souls, I rock with all y'all to keep it a bean. I've been in spaces and sectors that I don't need to be in, so I'm definitely going to be moving around more often, and I will be there. What's up, Soft Rain? How you doing, First Lady? Welcome in, baby girl. Say, damn, flag on that play. Which one? Which one, Miles? Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Cass 100. Say, Rain. She hollering that Rain. Say, Miss V. Classic Coles. What's up, brother? What's happening with it, pimping? Boy, I'm glad you didn't call that fight last night. You would have been pissed. I'm trying to tell you, Sue beat that, but hey, she heard what I'm saying. Sue worked him. And he was leaning on him the whole time, too. He was leaning on him the whole time. Leaning on him, making it. He kept pushing him off. I'm like, boy, every time he getting tired and tired. He over there huffing and puffing. But he went his 12. He went out, you said a warrior's death. He went out a warrior's death. And he did his thing, man. And he said, like, yeah, he know it because them legs was shaking. But he was a soldier, man. He represented last night. You know, he took his L like a champ. Gave his respect. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, show you respect when you're in somebody's city. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You could have, we could dap today and go and punch on each other in the rain a little later. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cass saying, what's up to Miss V? Get your and stay on your get on your and stay on your shit. Yes, ma'am. He said that's why they named it that, the pivot. Big pivot. Sometimes you have to pivot. Yes, sir. Plug from Ross, a Florida cat too, right? Yeah, Ross, a Florida cat. But when I say you something is trash, it's trash. When I say it's good, it's good. When I say it's good, it's good. I mean, in my opinion, I always say it's in my opinion. You understand? I didn't grew with Ross. So everybody like, man, I don't like Ross. But I didn't grew with Ross from Pots and Pans in the White House. All that. I've been rocking with Ross for a long time. Straight like that. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Word is bond. He said, Plug from real life experiences now. He said, you can tell all, but if you watch the actions, you will see you are invested. You will see you are invested, and they all choose bag. Say Fred and Channing went to a new bag. I disagree. Hey, I digress. You about to say I digress? Yeah, yeah, there it is. And the thing was, it wasn't about the bag until he made it about the bag. It wasn't about the bag until he made it about the bag. And when he made it about the bag, now when they went on to the new venture, they got on the bag first. They got on the bag first. But it wasn't about the bag for them. Because it definitely wasn't about the bag for Ocho. Ocho was like, man, this ain't doing nothing but helping me pay for my flight so I can go to all my kids. What's the name? He wasn't even thinking about that. And when they tried to make him a regular on there, he was like, nah, I'm straight. I'm going to just come in and get this bag and dip. But he was using that bag to keep him there when they was like, you know what I'm saying? When we ain't got nothing to do, I'm going to pop up. If ever you don't see me on no middleman, I had something to do. Just like you ain't see me on Tuesday, it was a death in the family. I had a lot of phone calls coming in, and people that wanted to talk to me that are on the East Coast that are hour and they had to work the next day. You know what I'm saying? But they just wanted to hear something from me. They wanted to hear my perspective on certain things. Like outside of this podcast, this content space, a lot of people do, reach out to me. Mostly are women who need to put things in a logical perspective, you know what I'm saying? Not emotional perspective, so they can see things a little bit differently. And then we have a chuckle, we have a laugh, and then we move on, and then the next day is a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? He says, the melting snowman, dog, that shit was funny as hell. Prison Chief, stupid as hell. That was a warrior's death. It was a beautiful night. Yep. We got his ass whooped, though, but it was good. It was good. It's only one way for a crash out like Arrow to go out. It was appropriate. Oh, yeah. He said he should have went for broke and got knocked out. Nah, he shouldn't have got KO'd. Nah. Definitely not. The way it went down was the way it went down. He said you can always rebrand. Yeah, as the most important thing you could be in life, a father and a husband. Those are two important things you could be. Great things to be. Father first. You got them children. Take care of them children. They want a mutual respect and decision making, and that's what whatnot. It seems at least. So they want to respect and the decision making and whatnot. Seemed at least. He say, catch y'all at 2 p.m. on 1181. LOL. Getting behind. Souls, I will be there. Okay, we're going on at 2. I thought you said we're going on a little early. Reniggle. Hey. But back to the thing, hey, that chat was live there. Damn, that did the whole damn show damn there. It was just y'all and me having a great conversation, man, about 2 topics, man. But standing on that, well, back to the principle, embrace reality and deal with it. I told you, I just opened the book up and whatever hit, it hit. And it says, there is nothing more important than understanding how reality works and how to deal with it. The state of mind you bring to the process makes all the difference. I have found it helpful to think of my life like a game in which each problem I face is a puzzle that I need to solve. By solving the puzzle, I get a gem in the form of a principle that helps me avoid the same sort of problem in the future. Collecting gems continually improves my decision making, so I am able to ascend to a higher and higher levels of play in which the game gets harder and it takes the stake even greater. I'm telling you. Principles, Ray Dalio. I can open it up anywhere. Just flip that whole open and do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Which channel is 1181? It's on Uncle Plugg's channel and on Soul's channel. Yo. I want to hear some music. I ain't even lying to you. I want to hear some music. I'll do that. Yeah.
I'm the plug.
Hey. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, man. Either you're built for it
Ain't no in
or
between.
you're not. Ain't no in between, Playboy.
On the plug, I don't talk, I live it. Every loss turn a man more gifted.
Damn
Real
right.
game, came by, you
gotta get it.
From the pain
where the pressure start hitting.
Get a cold, don't
bend.
Stand tall, never fold for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know. I don't
no trend.
Came up with the wins feel real. With a weight on your chest, nobody don't care. Had to move on my own, couldn't wait on help. Had to build my name, couldn't hate on self. Seen a fake smile right through they grin. Had to cut that off just to lock back in. Every move calculated, I don't act off feel. If it don't align right, then it ain't that real. I was down, had dirt on my name. I stand on respect, I earn my lane. Ain't no shortcuts taking on this route I chose. Had to walk through fire just to play my role.
Of the plug, I don't talk it, I live it.
And I love it.
Turn a man more gifted.
Yes, sir.
You can't buy, you gotta get it.
Gotta get it.
From the pain where the pressure start hitting. Off the plug,
Get a coat, don't bend. Stand tall, never fall for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know. I don't follow no trends. Ain't chasing no clout, I'm building a name. Something that lasts way longer than fame. Every word got weight cause it come from scars. Not no fantasy talk, this is real life bars. I done seen how the closer switch sides. When the pressure get real, they don't rise. So I learned how to stand on 10 by myself and invest my time. Not the 10 don't help, now it's vision clear, I can see it all. From the rise to the fall, I done felt it all. So when I speak now, it's to elevate minds. Turn the struggle to strength every single time. Pressure make diamonds, or it break you. It's all in how you stand.
every loss turn a man more gifted. Real game, you can't buy, you gotta get it. From the pain where the pressure start hitting. On the plug,
Get a cold, don't bend. Stand tall, never fold for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know. I don't follow no trends.
Yeah. God be blessed.
on the plug,
Solid
Stand for something.
every
All
time.
for anything.
every time.
Every time. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Let's go ahead and do this with it. Still waiting on the soundtrack. Still waiting on the soundtrack. Yeah. Man, I feel good, man. I feel great, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank you so much. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, everybody, man, when we had these conversations, man, I just hope y'all leave with something that y'all could, grow from, what I'm saying? It helps you through your week. We do it at the top of the week, you know what I'm saying? And big blessings to everybody, man. I just look at all these things, you know what I'm saying? I just hope that, yes, ma'am, for sure. Can't wait to see you. And, I just hope that these situations, these conversations, help move you a little forward, you know what I mean? And, a different way of seeing things, you know what I mean? I've been through a whole lot, and man, it ain't that serious sometimes, you know what I mean? We can sit in our self-pity, self-loathing, and forget that, you're here for a reason, and your time does have an expiration. You do have an expiration date, and everyone around you have an expiration date. Get your affairs in order. If you are, young enough, go and get you some whole term life insurance. In 10 years, if you're still here with us, you can borrow against it and get some money and start living the life you so choose. You know what I mean? Go get your insurance policy. Make sure you save your pennies. Make sure you think about it. I know it's tough out here, and it's hard for somebody, to tell somebody, hey man, you need to save money when you're making it check to check, but keep your head above this water. Do whatever you need to do. Think about your downtime. If you got more time down than you do at work, it's necessary that you do what you have to do so you can live the life you need to live or you want to live. But if you fine with it being the way it is, man, that shit fine too. If you find just making it and living the life you, long as you got this, and this, and you cool with that, man, be fine with that. Don't let nobody tell you or thrust their lifestyle on you either. You understand? Like, don't let nobody tell you, well, you ain't got no time frame, or you should be married by this time, or you should have a house by this time, or you should be doing this at this time. Man, shut up. You know, you can shed your light on somebody without trying to force it down their throat. You know what I mean? Much love. Much love. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them pressures, anything that relieves stress, do it. Anything that gets you away from the pressures of life, do it. You got to put a Joan in the air, do it. You got to take your sip of bourbon, do it. If you got to go work out, do it. If you don't want to talk to nobody, do it. If you want to call everybody, do it. Whatever works for you, do it. You know what I'm saying? Brian Thomas, what's up? The realist. Hey, what's up, my boy? Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Everything groovy over here. Every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here. I'll be here. If I ain't here, you know what I'm saying? You might see me at 2. You might see me. I'm gonna be here. You dig what I'm saying, brother? Now, it was wonderful having you, man. Aries lingo right there. Yeah, to the fullest. Bro, I've been seeing so many things about us, about Aries lingo, because like we are different, completely different. So I know a lot of things that I say might go like, really? And it seems as if I'm trying to like force it down your throat, but it's just how we see things, man. You know what I'm saying? Be you. Stop apologizing for it. Stop being shy about it. Just own it and be you. Straight up. 100, 1000. Yeah. Different. We are different. But it works. You know what I mean? It works. It works. Because everything ain't that deep. And everything ain't that serious. But when it's serious to you, then do what you need to do. When it's not, fuck it. Fuck it. But when it's serious to you, stand on it. Yeah, you're going to get naysayers. You're going to get people going to disagree. But you can never lose being you, man. Authenticity. That's what the game is lacking. You go on my platform, especially that Instagram, look, authenticity is lacking. You understand? Stand on what you stand on, man. Tippy toes, playboy. If you got to get your heels off the ground to stand on tippy toes, boy, stand on it. But relieve that stress, man. It ain't necessary, man. You know what I mean? That shit real. He said, our passion comes off like a sales pitch. We ain't trying to convince you. We just believe what we saying. Real shit. Real shit. Because it works. It works. It works. You know what I'm saying? It works. Authenticity is the most magnetic frequency known to man. Man, listen. Much love, man. Much love, man. For real talk, man. And shout out to, Ryan Clark. Shout out to my condolences to the Nolan Wells family. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, when everything comes to a head and we get an opportunity to see everything come out and we finally get the truth on this matter. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I believe it. Thank you, sir. And when this finally comes out, the truth and everything comes out, because I told you, like, I try to look at it objectively from even Cop Tatum, his point of view, some other content creators' point of view that, consistently look at things through their lens. I'm not going to say if they're wrong or they're right, whatever the case may be. That's not my what's the name? You know what I'm saying? Ryan Clark gonna land on his feet. He knows how to shuck and jive with the best of them. You best to believe it. You best to believe it. But I'm hoping he get back to the essence. I hope that conversation, because I know that Florida boy down there from Belle Glade. I know he had that conversation. So I try to look at it from their point of view and their point of view and their eyes. But whenever I get to that point, being that I got to put logic with the street shit, because like a lot of people ain't street. And it's just certain situations. Like I can sit back and look at the news and be like, well, such and such were this guy was shot because this, that, and the third. And I'd be like, oh, drug deal went wrong. Man, why you think everything got to do with drugs? Because bitch do drugs, bitch. Bitch do drugs. At the end of the day, there are things, there's a group of people called cartels that bring a lot of drugs into this country. It just happens. I'm sorry, killer. I'm sorry you don't live over here. You don't live in this sort of reality. Because there's the upper world and there's the underworld. And the underworld makes a lot more money than the upper world. This is extortion. This is hustling. It just is what it is. And a lot of drugs come into this country. And a lot of people are using them. And a lot of people sell them. And guess what happens? When they don't get their money, a lot of people come up missing. It just happens. It just is what it is. I know it's unfortunate that you don't know, you can't see that portion of life when it happens. So I've been in situations where things like this has happened. You're not the person that's supposed to be there. It just so happens that I am who I am, or you are who you are, and you were allowed to leave that situation that you wasn't supposed to be in. Everybody ain't got it in them. Everybody ain't got that dog in them. Everybody ain't got that exterior, that tough exterior to be like, to look like somebody look at you and say, "Nah, you don't look like he need to be played with, bro. He don't look like the one that need to be. No, he don't supposed to be playing. You know what I'm saying? Playing with him." Some people ain't got that come off like they come off like that. You know what I mean? So when they come into a situation, it be situations like that. Where I'm from, it happens. It just so happens that I am who I am, and I got an opportunity to leave. He didn't. When nobody, some people just don't get, they untriable, unfuckwittable. You know what I'm saying? They just got their essence about them. It just is what it is. So when you look at this situation, yeah, I'm trying to look at it through your lens, but just know that I'm looking at it through a lens that you probably can't see because you ain't never been in no shit like this. You ain't never been around no shit like this. So you can't really fathom why this is happening. This shit happens all the time. This ain't nothing new. Ain't shit new under the sun. You got to see it through a lens, and it's not just I'm looking at it through a racial lens. I'm looking at it through a hateful lens. No. Some people just hate your ass. Like genuinely. There's some black folks that just genuinely has a distaste for white folk. They just have a genuine distaste for white folk. They just do. I don't trust them. If their eyes blue, green, I don't trust them. They the devil. Their eyes brown, I might say something to them. They might be all right. Yeah, Mr. Such and Such is nice, but I don't know about Mr. Jimmy around the corner. I don't mess with him. Just some people that just genuinely don't like your ass. Because. Why? Because. Just because. I don't need a reason. Bitch, I just don't like you. That happens. It happens. It happens. And it's some white folk that just say, I don't give a damn what he drives. I don't care if he doesn't make a peep in the neighborhood. I don't want him in here. I don't care if he a stand-up dude. He barbecues on weekends and damn, he got some tasty ribs, but I don't want any because that some bitch made it on both sides. It's some black folks that don't like black folk. All these niggas that moved in the neighborhood. I don't want them over here. I don't want them over here, man. Everything was going smooth over here. We had no problem. The first time you turn up some damn Frankie Beverly and Maze and some Earth, Wind and Fire, he gonna come outside and just stay ass down. Turn that bullshit down, bro. He don't want 12s. He want 10s. He want the 12s, you can hear them outside. The 10s, they inside. That's the inside bump. Them 8s and 10s for inside bump. Them 12 and 15 for everybody to hear. He wants you on them 8 and 10s. He wants you playing 8 woofers and 10 woofers. He want it inside. Nobody else need to hear your music. I don't give a damn about you outside cleaning and washing your truck or washing your car. I don't want to hear that shit. There's some niggas that don't like niggas. There's some blacks that don't like blacks, and some crackers that don't like crackers, and it's some white folks that just don't like white folks, and it's some white folks that just don't like other people. That's realistic. It's not fair. It's life, bitch. So look at it through a real life lens. And it's not ignorance. They're being ignorant for just not liking somebody for a reason. I'm like, dog, you can't hate me for free. At least let me slap fire at you, bro. And fire my cigar after. Let me slap the fire at you, bro. Before you say you don't like me. Let me say something about your baby mammy. Let me say something about your mammy. Let me say something about your pappy. Let me say something about something. Let me do something to you before you say you don't like me. But that's how it is. People just like you for no genuine reason. For no genuine reason. No genuine reason. They ain't got no reason. Why? Because, bitch, I don't like you. You don't supposed to be out here. This is an island. We got boats. You niggas don't have boats. This is the poorest state. This is the poorest state in the country. The reason why we party out here, because we don't want you here. Until everybody says it's okay, you're not okay. It happens. That's reality. Y'all want to say we can talk all these facts, this, that, and the third, everything else. But I'm trying to tell you the motherfucking truth. It's just people out there that just don't like your black ass. And you know what? It's some black folks that just don't like your white ass. Do I agree? Hell no. I believe everybody deserves a fair shake until you get disrespectful. Then it ain't nothing to talk about. Might give you some grace depending on the circumstances. But other than that, you get disrespectful. I get real disrespectful. We gonna get real disrespectful. And it might come to something that you don't want it to come to. But there's people in this country that don't like certain people for no reason. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. And shit happens. And hate happens. And shit happens. So whatever lens you're looking through, we're gonna sit back. We got our investigative guys on the job. I'm sitting back waiting. You know what I mean? I'm sitting back waiting on all the facts to come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on all the facts come out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah. Black folks that can't stand black folks ain't black folk. If you can't get that, you might be the ones he talking about. If you don't get that. The way it was said, they ain't with us. It is what it is. I like being around shit that I understand on. Me too. Hate is a learned behavior. For real. So somebody that shit was passed down. It was passed down. Unfortunately, it was still passed down. I thought when I was like in my 20s, I was like, man, by the time I get to this age, that shit have been and died down. Then here comes social media. And they keep pushing that narrative, pushing that narrative. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry it has to be this way, but it's this way. I'm sorry that young man lost his life, but it happened. You know what I mean? Unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But you have to look through a real lens and just keep the hate out your chest. You don't have to hate to not rock. You know what I'm saying? You can not rock with the people and not hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got no problem with it. No, do you think? Do you thought this? No pressure. And I'm cool with that. I hope you cool with that. Because I'm cool with that. I can't wait till we get to the bottom of it. I can't wait till his parents get their answers. You know what I mean? So they can start moving with their life. Hey, and I'm gonna say this too. To all you fucking weirdos out there, They have a problem with somebody getting their GoFundMe money. How much is your life worth with your poor sad? Stop telling people what to do and how to grieve. You ever heard of retail therapy? It's a real thing. You ever heard of just trying to do things to get your mind off stuff and it takes money to do so? Just think about this here. If they had a problem with white folks, they wouldn't have never let their black child hang out with white folks. And everybody I know call me Plugg. Everybody I know. I think it's only one person that called me by my real name, because me and him share the same name. So everybody call me Plugg. Nobody calls me by my real name. If you're in the midst of people, say we work together, and you're in the midst of my people, and you call me by my real name in front of my people, they're gonna know they don't fuck with him like he don't fuck with them like that. He ain't let them in like that. But you ain't gonna do that, because if I brought you around to my people, I protect my circumference. So that means you're gonna know. So even in reference to me, you're gonna pretty much say my name, my nickname. You're gonna say, you don't call me Plugg. Everybody call me Plugg. So ain't nobody in their interview done call that boy by his nickname. So we saying that they was friends, or they saying that they was best friends. But were they even friends? Were they even friends? Well, he seemed to get along with everybody. He seemed to be a very extrovert, very open guy. So maybe he was cool with everybody. And maybe that group that he fell into weren't with the shits today. There's a school cool. We cool in school. But when I see you out at McDonald's, you know, so I might dap you up and acknowledge you, but keep it pushing. I might see you at Ross, aisle 7. Keep it pushing. Might see you at the Nike outlet, acknowledge you, keep it pushing. That don't necessarily mean if you were friends with everyone, you ain't friends with nobody. So you assume to know these people, but you don't really know these people. You don't know how these people really get down. You don't know the outside of school type of person. You know what I'm saying? Natural born ops are a real thing. Yes. And, you know, just some people just probably don't like the way he's open like that. Probably don't appreciate that he's open like that, because they're not like that. So they don't like that. You know, you got to understand, like, they trying to explain like everybody's good people out there. Yeah, they're good people around the good people that they know they see all the time. You know what I mean? It's like boat life. I know boat life firsthand. I'm from Florida. So being on them chain of lakes and riding around, first thing you do, we ride around the pontoon, you on a pontoon, we just wave, because we on a pontoon, you on a pontoon. But if we go up there to the Sea Harbor, the Harborside restaurant, the same person you waved at, you're going to go up there and say, hey, I want to introduce myself, just seen you on the lake. No, we're not going to do that. He can be like, yeah, all right. I seen you on the boat. Take your ass on. I'm over here with my family. Fuck around with you. Friendly ass boy. Yeah. It's like that. So what we saying? There are people who I can feel, and I ain't got no business being around. You can sense it quick. Well, I can sense it too. And maybe being that they did have a couple of drinks, or he had a couple of drinks, I saw a high noon in his hand. It wasn't from this time or last time, whatever the case may be. You know, when you a little inebriated, you don't pick up on certain signals that people are giving you. So I am trying to look at it objectively from a point of view that I've been in myself, that I've done myself. You just round people that just, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? There's probably more people, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Some people just don't want it. It might be one person. That's why I said, try to be that person that don't make every person feel like all your people is like you. You know what I'm saying? Like that negativity. You know what I mean? Because it might rub somebody. That one person could rub the whole race wrong. The whole race wrong. Natural born ops, man. Nolan was a victim of being naive. And it's sick and sad. Yep. He was green. He was green. He was green. There might have been instructions. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Can I say this to you, chat? Like, let me be real with you. Does it seem as if like all the brutality, the little girl that just got, somebody was getting arrested. She went over there like, what y'all doing? Why y'all doing that? And old boy just shoved the shit out of boom. Like, then one other dude went over there and put her face down in the street, and he sat on her shoulders, and the other one tight, like grabbed her by her legs and folded her legs up to her ass and just sat on her. Like, the way things are blatantly being done while it's being recorded, it's like somebody got instructions sometimes, dog. Like, it's so distasteful, some of the things that are being done, and how just this kid in Texas, the police got behind him. You know what this social media feed is doing to him. Your first job, being aware that it's a kid, yeah, you're going to have some batches that's bad and some batches that's good. But at the end of the day, you thinking about your life and this and that. That ain't the job for you. I know it's terrifying. I know you got a family to feed. That's not your job. That's not a job for you. You weren't born to do this job. So now you got a kid. He rolled up on this kid. The kid was just unfastening his seatbelt. Pop, pop, just shot him. He knew he made a mistake. He told everybody in the comment, I made a mistake. I know you made a mistake. It's getting distasteful. It's like it's an agenda. Like, people are actually doing this like they had instructions to execute on site. The Warren kid could have never been my friend in any setting. I can just tell. You can just tell. Like, that ain't his, but that ain't his dog, bro. And being that you like this star, you know what I'm saying, this little athlete, like, they try to make him out to be a star. He was a star in that small little town that he was in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that's why, like, whenever I see one of my hometown cats, I see him on TV. Like, when I see Fred on TV, that's a small ass town down there in Belle Glade. They call it the Muck. When I used to see Edgerton James on TV, it meant something. Because they from a small town. These studs that made it from they small ass town. You know what a Mockley is? That little country ass motherfucking hood book ass town. Belle Glades, Clewiston, North Bay, South Bay, them old country ass towns. Lake Wells, Haines City, them little country ass towns. This ain't no Chicago. This ain't New York. This ain't New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and all that shit. These some old country ass little towns y'all talking about, man, that y'all have no clue about. Stop acting like that. Stop acting like that shit don't exist. I don't like when you start taking that stance and you from a big ass town like Austin, San Antonio, and you're from Houston, and goddamn it, you from Dallas, and you're from Fort Worth, and this, that, and the third. But like, dog, these some big ass towns, bro. These old country ass towns, man. Me and the cat from Louisiana were just talking about that shit yesterday. Where you from, bro? I'm from a little ass town called Alexandria. Oh, I know what I said. That's what I signed Fort Pope. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I know about Leesville, DeRidder. These are country ass towns. If you ain't never been there, you'll never hear about them. Where Devin White from? He used to play for the Bucks. He from a little country ass town called Cameron Crow. That shit's so small, they got to go to another town for a high school. They ain't got enough people to fill a school up. It's so small. And you talking about that shit don't exist. Them same fucking ideas, bitch, don't even get Wi-Fi out that bitch. They can't even get the fiber optics out that bitch. They still living like that. And you thinking they ain't living like that? You think they ain't living like that? You still think they ain't thinking like that? You tripping. Cause you tripping. You tripping. You naive. It's a movie. They making examples until they can be made an example. Allegedly, I honestly say that, bro. I honestly say that it's getting ridiculous. White people who genuinely care for people, regardless of color, are uniquely different from those who share that energy of colonizers. It's just, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It does, because it's like, damn, dog, you hate me for free. I'll use your real name. You can. Uncle, who this is? I don't want it. I don't want a Kenobi. What's up? Welcome in, man. If it's your first time here, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We just chopping it up about this Nolan thing. But I'm looking at things from a clear lens, bro. I'm looking at things from a clear lens, like that shit exists. That shit exists. Man, there's good people out here, man. Y'all stop trying to make like everybody bad. Everybody ain't bad. Everybody ain't evil. Everybody ain't racist. Everybody ain't nasty. But boy, I promise you, even though they say love or conquer all, I also tell you that hate is a cancer, and cancer spread. And that cancer spread. As much as the love that can be shown, like, oh man, he's all right. He's all right. It's got to be more ice cubes. That's why I said last night in the chat with Souls and Rain, hey, he got the ice cube effect. He's in the ice cube effect. Because you can be solid, but if you're the only one, you're going to melt and be just like the rest of the water. If there's not enough love or there's not enough acceptance in that area, guess what? The hate going to conquer. You ain't going to defeat the hate that I have. The hate that this dude has for this right here, his hate is going to speak louder. He's going to be more passionate about his hate than you're going to be expressing your love. It is what it is. So all that hate that he's going to be spewing, the hate that he's going to be saying, all that shit, it's going to outweigh, and it's going to spread like a cancer. It's going to spread like a cancer. It don't take number one person who's indifferent for him to ride by and say, what the fuck is he doing out here? What do you mean? That's Nolan. I don't fucking know him. What is he doing out here? Like, we're just trying to have a good time, man. You got to think. People get drunk. They get real patriotic. Do you know I'm a veteran? Do you know there's some jackasses that have nothing going on in their life whatsoever? None. And they'll walk around with a Vietnam veteran hat on, with a Korean War veteran hat on, World War II veteran hat on, and then serve a fucking day in their life. Do you know that exists? I'll walk past the person and say, who? And they don't know what the fuck that means. Like y'all, it's only one person in this chat right now that know what when somebody say who, what that means. Who? Your ass wasn't no veteran. Stop lying. Your ass didn't serve. Stop lying. So what you think? It's 250 years. America's 250 years this year. Think people ain't taking that shit seriously? You saw how big he was putting that emphasis on. Yeah, 4th of July is very, very serious around it. Come on, man. They still waving them Confederates, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. It don't mean nothing to me but the South. But then I ain't have to wave it because Florida got his own flag. We got our own flag. And I think my flag, our Florida flag go harder than that flag. I like that Chicago flag too, that light blue with the white with the red, the stars in it. I like their flag too. Everybody got their own personal state flag. You know what I'm saying? They just happen to be, they like that Confederate flag, which to me is just a demonstration of hate. You know, it just is what it just, no matter how much history it has behind it or what you see it as, most black folks don't like that Florida flag. I do. I think it's fly. I think that flag is fly, representing the state that I'm from. You understand? And it's cool that you respect, you know what I'm saying? You respect that flag. You say that flag got a lot of history. Cool. But just know that that flag was waved at a time where the man that's on the other end of it, his ancestors were slaves. Not me, myself, not my dad, not my granddaddy, but my great-granddaddy, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 4 generations ago, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, they might take that personal. So, if you say the N word in private, you gonna say it in my face? You gonna say it in my face? Because I'm not gonna call you that. I'm not gonna call you a cracker if you don't warrant that. I'm not gonna call you that. Because that in turn make you want to say that word to me. So I'm not gonna say that. I don't call none of my constituents, none of my partners, none of my homeboys, nobody's in my circumference of that hue, that word. I don't call them that cracker. I don't call them a cracker. I don't. When I describe you as that, you're displaying everything of that. So I understand if somebody say that word in private, that they're displaying everything that you think that word exhibits. And it's understood. And it's understood. And it's understandable. So let's be realistic about this. Like, nah, dog, I don't stand on that, dog. Why not? You's a goofy. You ain't lived enough. You haven't been through enough. What is it? What is it? Because I don't understand. Because I get it. A lot of things are still taboo. I get it. But if this doesn't make any sense to you, if you can't see any foul play in this, then you're a weirdo. You're a complete weirdo. You are completely oblivious to the facts. Because this type happens. You trying to say like it's not that, it's not that. That shit happens, bro. It happens. It happens. There's people who are so fearful that the slightest move will make them, if they got a license to do it, they will. Cold blood. A situation that you was like, bro, you could have de-escalated that. In his mind, he was terrified. Fear kills. I've said it before. Fear kills and hate spreads. And I'm not on here to be talking about no kumbaya. I'm not on that type of time. But what I'm saying is, this shit is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. It's getting out of hand, man. That my timeline, I stopped doing the Mr. Unpopular Opinion show because my timeline has completely went ape shit. Nothing but destruction, nothing but murder. I had to go and do some research, be like, dog, this is from 2022. Like I told y'all earlier, this from 2022, this from 2021, this from 2000. Like, man, well, stop bringing up them old scars, man. Let's see what it looked like in 26. We about to go into 27. We halfway through this one. Let's see what it looked like in 27, 26, 27. Man, like, come on, man. It's too many incidents of this going on a regular basis. It's too much of that going on, man. It's too much of it going on. Folks terrified. If you scared, he's scared. If you scared, he's scared. Do you know what them lights do to somebody? Instant PTSD. Bitch don't know if they're gonna leave this traffic stop. They don't know. So be ready for anything. Don't think that something's fishy. You might be terrified. If not, don't pull nobody, bro. Don't pull nobody. Because I want you to get home, cuz. Like Mr. Sheriff, Mr. Police Officer, I want you to get home, man. I want you to get home, bro. And I want this person that you pulling over for this citation, this old punk ass citation, these little chump ass little dollars, it ain't worth that life, man. You know what, bro? I'm gonna just let you go. I'm gonna let you go with a warning. Go on about your business. If you think it's finna go sideways, you think this finna go crazy, you think that, hey, abort mission, bro. Get home to your family, man. Get home to your family. Let that go, man. Because the way y'all handling business now, man, my job on the line. Dog, I don't think it's that serious. We could try another car. We'll try something else. We'll do something else. You got to regroup, bro. If you going out there every day with fear in your chest or an inflated chest, it ain't good for nobody who involved. And you doing this, not thinking you can't even live in your community. This shit ain't got crazy to where I remember seeing the cops that lived in the community actually lived in the community. That police the community actually lived in the community. Now you got to live in 2 cities over. You in Chicago, but you live in Naperville. You policing over here in Claremont, but you live way in Ocoee. You live way in Winter Garden. Because this shit ain't got crazy. You know what it looked like. If that was the case, then why your ass don't stay in your community? If that's the case, or if you think that it's not like that, Mr. Officer, then why you don't live in your community? Why you don't police where you live? So don't act like you is oblivious to what's going on. So you know what it does. You got cousins. You got nephews. You got nieces. You got a friend circle that feel a certain way when a police officer pull them over. You know what they feeling. They tell you. They tell you. So don't act like you oblivious to it. And you know your timeline look just like your timeline ain't all DIY. Ain't do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? All your timeline ain't Frozen and Toy Story 5. Stop playing. You got the same timeline everybody got. Yours ain't just outdoorsmen and racing cars. No, you see that shit too. You see it too. And the same thing that's on that man timeline, same thing on Lil Mama timeline, same thing on Warren timeline, same thing on my timeline. Brutality, excessive force. If you don't believe that, then why you don't police in your own neighborhood? You feel me? You feel me? Come on, man. You know what your presence do. You know what the click clack of that utility belt is. It was built like that for a reason, to intimidate, to make you look authoritarian. You got a big ass pistol, a big ass taser. You looking like Batman out that bitch. Walking up on a little kid that just got a light. He terrified about what his mama gonna do. I got pulled over, man. Now you approaching him. Step out of the vehicle. For what? Last time I see somebody step out of a vehicle on my timeline, you know these kids really think GTA for real? Fortnite is for real? Their imagination running crazy. So when you tell them to step out the vehicle, man, they terrified. And it's nothing more dangerous than masked hate. Like somebody really smiling at you, somebody really like dapping you up and giving you a hug and saying, "What's up, boy?" And all in their chest is disdain, hate. Despicable, man. You want to live like that? You want to live like that? Then do that. Embrace reality and deal with it, man. CCL's Big Sco. What's up, my brother?
Yeah. Off the Plugg. Step. Oh. Yeah, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fake. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends. Real.
Man, I want to get to the bottom of it. I really do. I want all the facts to come out, man. I want to just see everything come to a head. I just want to see all facts come to a head, man. I really do. Oh, man. I really do. Because this shit getting out of hand, man. Getting out of hand. We're going to be here for it. We're going to see.
Yeah. What if you went to sleep tonight and woke up back in the 90s? Take me back to the old school days. House parties jumping in the slow jams play. Everybody outside, no phones in their face, man.
Life ain't hit the same since then.
Take me back when the vibe felt real. Fresh pair of J's and $100 bill. Back when the whole block ate and chilled, man.
Life ain't hit the same since then.
Take me back,
Take me back. Take me back.
take me back,
Take me back.
take me back,
Take me back.
take me back,
Take me back.
take me back.
Take me back.
Saturday morning cartoons on. Mama yelling, boy, get your shoes on. Bike rides all day till the street lights hit. Now everybody like to start scrolling clips. Back when the mall was the place to be. Everybody fresh with the baggy jeans. CD players skipping on the school bus ride. Now everybody famous online for likes. The music felt bigger. The love felt different. You had to really live life, not just post pictures. If I could press rewind one time, I'd stay in them days forever. Forever. Take me back to the old school days. Basement parties and Cadillacs. Swings, everybody outside yelling out your name, man.
Life ain't hit the same since then.
Take me back when the world moved slow. Before everybody turned into a show. Back when the real ones all had soul, man.
Life ain't hit the same since then.
Take me back.
Take me back. Take me back.
Take me back.
Take me back.
Early 2000s with the Jersey fit. Flip phone snapping blurry pics. 106 in park after school every day. Now everybody arguing online all day. Back when your words still meant something. Back when the whole hood felt like cousins. Cookouts packed with the old school jams. Now after people don't even know they found. Sometimes I miss them days back. Even all the little things we had. Couldn't wait to grow up back then. Now everybody wanna go back again.
Take me back.
To the golden days.
Windows down.
Why the audience play?
Hands in the air.
Hey, why the quiet side, man?
Life ain't hit the same since then.
Take
was pressure. I like that one. Well, man, I'm finna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me today. You know what I'm saying, on this glorious Sunday. You know what I'm saying. May God continue to bless y'all. You know, continue to keep y'all, man, and you know, think logically. You know, see things through a clear lens. You know, and blessings, man, and blessings. Take your time out. Make sure you give your time up to the Heavenly Father. Find you something good to read that inspires you. You know, and stick with it. You ain't got to read 1,000 books. You know, it's cool. Get you one that really hit home. I got one that, you know, I got many of books over here, but this one actually hit home. You know, and I deal with it, principles. Actually gifted to me by one of my clients about 4 years ago. Been dealing with it ever since, man. So come to y'all and tell y'all thank y'all so much. Tune in next week. Uncle Plugg TV, Storytime, shooting from the hip. Hopefully we got more information. You know what's going on with Mr. Nola Wells, RIP, RIH, and RIP. Rest in peace, rest in heaven, rest in paradise. It is what it is. I am Uncle Plugg. This is Uncle Plugg TV. And as always, feel blessed. Feel blessed to be plugged.